Hey guys, it's Molly, and on this channel we talk about innermost thoughts. So we are connected by thoughts. So on this channel we break it down and we just try to understand it more so. That is what this channel is about. I am going for people that see between the lines, people that want to understand more, and people that are very intuitive is what type of channel this is for people, because then you will resonate. The people that are more on the surface level will not understand on what I am trying to get across. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do a video. I actually was debating about doing this video on this concept because I honestly really thought nobody would understand, but AI actually encouraged me right now, just do the video. So here I am. I'm gonna go and do this video. So you have been watching my channel, and I know that there are so many observers watching this channel. Trust me, I can read your guys' thoughts. I've been looking at the analytics, and I have over 100,000 people looking at my channel, following through on all my videos. I know you're there, guys. Like, you guys don't need to go and look around and go type in the name in your, little magnifying thing on YouTube to go find me, because trust me guys, like, that is way too much work to do that. So you might as well subscribe, okay? Like, you might as well just do that. So I'm just letting you guys know that I know you guys are lurking around, and you guys are observing, and you are wondering in your mind, trying to understand what I'm saying, and you feel a little uncomfortable with the topics I've talked about, but you want to know more, is what I am hearing from you guys. If you guys have been the observer, the ones that subscribe, I know that you're fully there and you are understanding more so on what I am saying, okay? So I'm letting you guys know that I gave a huge bone to my dog, so that is what you guys are going to be hearing. I wanted her distracted. So this video is going to be about on how to see behind the lines. So I've told you guys from at the very beginning, when I was born, I immediately could see what was behind the lines, what was the pattern. And for those that don't understand where I'm coming from and want to, I will go and tell you on how to do this, because I've been doing this since birth. But I never went and talked about this to anybody. I've never even spoken about this to anybody because I didn't think anyone would understand, or if I had said something similar, I would be brushed off or being told I'm stupid. So there was just no point in mentioning this. So this video is just meant for certain people, and I'm gonna get across to you guys. The right people will find this video and understand where I'm coming from. All right, so the people that can experience this, what I'm about to go and describe, are people that are a little more looking inwards. Like, from very beginning at birth, they looked inwards, and they always wanted to know more. These types of people. So you had to be wanting more when you were a child, and to kind of understand where this is coming from. People that have experienced extreme painful experiences will understand where I'm coming from. People that have had a normal life, just in general, they won't understand where this is coming from. But if you wish and you have an idea that there is more, I'm gonna tell you how to get there. So when I was a child, like right from birth, I knew on certain things I had to say to myself around the clock in order to see what is more so on what was happening, and determining if what was happening, if that was right or wrong, or if there was some kind of pattern going on, or if there was something there more so behind the lines than what was at face value. So at the very beginning, at birth, I heard clicks. So I'm gonna go and put you guys in a trance, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna relax. You need to relax for this to understand where I'm coming from, okay? And you need to be in a place where you feel comfortable and you are slowed down, okay? So you don't need to go anywhere, okay? So in order for this to work, okay? So breathe in 4 times. Breathe out 4 times. Breathe in. Out. Do this again. Do it again. Out. All right, so now you're gonna feel your chest. How much is it rising your chest, guys? So you need to go and put your hand there to see how fast is your chest moving, okay? Or else if it is going fast, this isn't going to work. You're not gonna understand what I'm saying, okay? So, all right. So we're gonna close our eyes, guys. So I'm not doing a hypnosis. I'm not doing meditation. I'm just showing you guys on how to see between the lines. And this is what I've done since I was born. So I know what I'm talking about, okay? So you ready? Okay, let me relax myself a little bit more so, okay guys? You guys just sit there, be aware of your surroundings. So you're gonna look around and you're gonna go and name everything around you in general, what you feel. So right now I feel a little bit of I don't know, like air on me a bit, like little like brush of cool air is what I'm feeling. I can really hear that sound of that crunch. Sorry guys about the bone, but or else she just bothers me. I just feel serene, I guess. Let's see, just like softness, I guess you would say, around me. I hear, yeah, basically what's over there going on. Smell, nothing much smell, but right now I do have dishes washing, so there is like soapiness around. All right, so you're gonna go and do your 5 senses. You need to be aware of all of them and name it inside your head. You don't even need to go and, you know, say it out loud. Like, you don't need to do that, okay? Like, you can do this anywhere. I'm gonna show you how this works, okay? All right, so I named the 5 senses, all right? Now I'm gonna put you guys in a trance, okay? You ready? So I'm gonna go and do clicks, okay? I'm gonna go and have you guys see things differently. All right, so you ready? Let me calm myself down because I was a little bit scared about this video. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. People are gonna understand. All right, So I'm gonna do the clicks, guys. So when you hear that clicks, certain clicks, you're gonna go and enter my world. Ready? Okay. Click, 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 just like that. So imagine, you know how your door locks at your home? So you're gonna imagine that. See the locks in your home when I do my snaps. Now I'm not gonna go and say click again. I am just trying to show you in your head what it's going to look like, okay? Every single time in your mind. So this is for beginners. Okay, so you ready? So I'm gonna do it. All right, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in your mind, have your eyes closed. You're gonna go to your door and you're gonna say to yourself, show me behind the lines. Say this in your head. Show me behind the lines. Show me the patterns. Now, when I got a little older and I started my entrepreneurship, someone mentioned to me about illusions. And so this also helped me, but this took me a little longer to learn. So you're gonna go and say, show me the illusions. All right, so I'm gonna do my clicks and you're gonna go repeat after me. Click. Show me behind the lines. Show me the patterns. Show me the illusions. All right, so you did that in your head. Now you go to the door. Okay, so now you're gonna imagine opening your door and you're gonna go and look around. What is outside your door? Go and say this with your 5 senses. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you taste? What do you hear? Look around in your head, guys. You've seen your place multiple times. You guys know what it is. Okay? Now, you have to do this every single time you're at a door, because every time when you open a door or close a door, you're welcoming every situation, every single thought that goes through this door. This is the key, guys. You do this every single time there is a door. So, now, let's say you go to your car door, because most people, they start rushing to their car and they go do that click to unlock it. They jump right in and they start the car and drive off. The thing is though, when you go in the car, it's transportation. It's taking you somewhere, guys. It's a door to be where you want to be. People don't seem to understand this. So what you do when you go to your car door and you do the click, you're gonna tell yourself in the brain, show me behind the lines, show me the patterns, show me the illusions. And the ones that went in the car and will most likely realize they didn't even need to get in the car. The reason why they're in the car is because they use it as a distraction to what they really want. Think about those words, guys. Really think about it closely. It's a distraction. Now, you're gonna go to, let's say, a park gate in your head, okay? And a lot of people, I think you would think of a dog park or a gate to your gated community. What you're going to say in your head is, show me behind the lines. Show me the patterns. Show me the illusion. Your brain is going to look for that. Your brain is going to show you exactly what the pattern is. And when you go and see the pattern, you're gonna hear clicks. Kind of like that. Basically is what you're going to see. What you're going to realize when you look at your community, and you have to see it in, so let's imagine your community, guys. So in this point of view, you're looking at through a window point of view, and you go and see the community, and you see people walking around, you see people arguing, you see people that are walking their dog, you see people that are very unhappy, right? So imagine you at that gate, and you know what you guys see normally. Now you're gonna picture that right now, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Imagine what the people are doing. Everyone has their place. Now, we're gonna zoom in a little bit, okay? So what you're doing right now, guys, is you're observing. You're in that perspective. So most people, what they think is that they only see what's in their body, what's right in front of them. So they see a person and they feel they can go and they're real. I mean, yeah, they are real. But if you understand the pattern, meaning psychology, you can change it. So I'm going to give you an example. So we're going to zoom out. Okay? Now you're looking at the community. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to picture yourself right now. And you're walking around however way you normally walk. Now, you're gonna go and start approaching someone. If you are feeling nervous, it means that you are not comfortable with yourself. Normally, people that are confident in who they are and know what they bring to the table and worked on the concepts that I talked about, there should be no nervousness, no sweating palms. Your hair shouldn't be sweating, your head. And you're having your mouth very tightly closed, then you're not there yet. So imagine yourself walking on the street, and you're just strolling, and you just see a sunny day, however it is normally, in your mind, guys. Now, you're gonna go and approach someone. So normally someone that you see, okay? You know how people are. They have a certain time. They leave their place. You know that. So you're gonna approach this person that you normally see. And maybe you haven't talked to them, or maybe you have. I'm not really sure. But you're gonna go and approach them in your head, okay? So we're at this point, you're in your body right now, okay? We're going over there. But you're also being able to see from an observer point of view, as if you are at the gate of your community. So you're at two places at the same time, guys. So if you are having difficulty with this, then go and name the 5 senses of what is going on in both perspectives. So for an example, when you are at the gate, okay, you're at a window's point of view, you're gonna go and say, what do you smell? What do you taste? What do you see? What are you thinking? What are you touching? Okay, probably the coldness of the gate, most likely. Now, when you get closer and closer, and you are firm in who you are as a person. You're not sweating. You go and approach them and you smile at them, okay? And you wave and you look them in the eye, okay? Now what are you sensing, guys? So you feel a certain energy from someone. Good, bad, I don't really know. If they're generic, maybe, I don't know. They're just a machine and they're going in their loops in their head. So I don't know what type of energy that is normally around where you guys are. Each community is different, but you're gonna be approaching someone that you normally have seen, okay? So now you're approaching them, okay? Now, what do you notice about them? Do they smell good? Do they have perfume on? Are they clean? Are they huffing and puffing? Are they in a rush? Are they, slowed down? Are they happy? Kind of like that, certain indicators, guys. So now you have approached them, you have said hi to them and smile. Now, some people, they'll just walk off. Now, some people, they will actually say something. Now, normally the common occurrence is, how are you? Is how it always goes with people. How are you? Or what is the weather? Or what are your plans? Is normally, but almost everyone says, how are you? Now, if you want to go and really pinpoint them and understand them, instead say, how are you feeling? It will catch them off guard. They'll have to think about it. Do a little pause. Now, if it's a quicker response, they're lying. That indicates something to you. Now, if they did a pause and actually thought about it, then you know there is truth to what came out of their mouth. Now, so you went and did that, and you think in your minds that these people are judging you. Let me tell you that when they are looking at you, they're only seeing a certain version of what they want to see. So if they have a belief system that everyone should be blonde, let's say, and you are not blonde, then some may not like you, but it's a perception they want to see. So it's nothing to get upset over when you get a certain response back that you do not like. So let's say they like your appearance, okay? Let's just say that. Nothing against whatever it is that, your appearance is. And they're trying to get to know you, okay? So we're having that discussion. Now you're in the body, guys, and you're having a good conversation. Now you keep it light and airy, okay? When it comes to any kind of meetup of this type of situation or in general, then you want it light and airy. Never go and say something super deep, because people normally do not like this. Or if you do, then they'll be suspicious that you know more so and look at you more closely. So then you have this certain interaction, right? Now let's say they don't like you for whatever, because of a certain perception of what they want to see. Now you have a choice to walk off right now. So imagine you walking off or staying in both point of views. So at this point now we have gone and split the movie. Now there's two different versions of the movie of what happens, guys. So now you are in the point of view of you are at the gate, okay? So let's say they went and did a certain face to you. You didn't like it, okay? You have two different options. You either smile and still get to know them, or you go and walk off, Or also there is the other possibility that you can ask another question and see if it intrigues them. So you could, based on their appearance or based on certain things that you're picking up, you can ask them something that's a little more of their interest. So for an example, if they have an Astros hat, ask them about the games they've been at as an guard, like to get them off their guard, okay? Now, you can go and do that, or if they have colored contacts and it's obvious, you can ask them, how did you do that, or where did you get that? Then they'll start opening up more so for you guys. So now, there's multiple movies that have been formed now based on asking every single one of those questions that I just said. They're going to be reacting differently. So now we have 10 screens up in your head, guys. Multiple screens. You're at the point of view at the gate, and you're at the point of view of being right in front of them. The people that have been doing this their entire lives can do this with their eyes open and be doing this within less than a second. But people that are starting off, this is how you're going to do it if you want to see behind the lines. Now, you're gonna go and start seeing yourself walk off and you had a good interaction with this person. Now, then you can go and move on to something else. Let's say it's some activity you really want. Okay, now when it comes to activity, what are you going to do to get to the activity? You're gonna drive a car, you're gonna go on a scooter, I don't really know. You're gonna start imagining that and just enjoying whatever activity that is in your mind, okay? Everyone's activity is different. So this is how you're gonna see from a point of view of what's at face value, because everyone goes and immediately goes straight to the interaction. But if you go and say between every single time before you have the interaction, show me behind the lines, show me the patterns, show me the illusions, the clicks are going to come into place. So as you are talking to the person or interacting, then you're going to be hearing this. And before you know it, when you go and rethink on this, for people that have to go and see everything together, instead, for people that have been doing this their whole lives, they can see the, well, I guess you would say DNA structure all at the same time immediately. Now, people that have just started this, you're gonna go and restore it in your brain. So you're gonna say, remember this moment. This is the key. Remember this moment. We're gonna repeat it again. Remember this moment. Now, when you go to bed, you're gonna replay it like a movie. You're gonna close your eyes and you're gonna envision the multiple screens that's playing out. For people that have done this all their life, you're seeing thousands of screens playing right now. But if I were you, if this is very beginning stages, just do only a few screens in your mind when you go to bed, okay? And you're gonna replay it and replay it and replay it until you hear the clicks. Now, when you go and replay it, you're gonna see the pattern, and it's going to look like a DNA structure, okay? At least that's the best way that I can describe it. Now, I guess the most simplest terms would be, imagine a necklace and there are certain beads that are on it, and each bead represents a certain color of a certain behavior. So you're gonna match up the times. So you match up the behavior and the times together at the same time. So when you match up the time, so when you say, show me behind the lines, show me the patterns, and show me the illusions, you'll know the time. Look at the time, guys. Before you go and drive off in your car, look at the time on the clock. Now, when you have the interaction, you're gonna connect the dots. So let's say you met them at 3:10, okay? Now, when you replay it, you're gonna go and remember that what was the time in the car, right? And you're gonna just guess what it is, okay? Some people can't figure the time exactly. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go and be like, okay, I met them at 3:15 because I walked a little down, and at 3:15 they did this certain way, this certain look, this certain tone, this certain pause, stuff like that. And you're gonna go and see, what do I mean? And you start matching it up. It's basically matching up cards, pretty much. But picture by picture is how I would describe this. Now, you're seeing things out. I showed you face value and observer point of view. Now, when it comes to this is a little harder. Most likely for this, for this kind of point of view, you've probably had to do this your entire life in order to see this point of view. The point of view from seeing everything, seeing things that are not even in your range. Let's say certain things that are out of state or out of country. If you go and do this all your life, you're going to be hearing people's thoughts because it's all energy. You can just hear it, you can just feel it, you can just sense it. Now what you do, if you don't know how, is you're going to go and do a similar thing, but you're going to be overlooking, like you're in the point of view of the sky. And you're gonna look downwards and you're gonna see the people interact, okay? And you're gonna just watch. And you're gonna go and just feel the certain emotions. That is how you're gonna see what it's like to be omniscient point of view. Now this is a little harder. So the key for something like this is to go and, how would I describe this? I'm trying to figure out how to describe this to you guys. How would I describe this? You're sensing everything and you can hear certain thoughts that's far away. And something that really helps is looking at numbers, data. That's why I know there's so many observers. Data never lies. Numbers never lie, guys. Analytics never lie. I want you guys to understand that. That stuff never lies. So you look at the numbers, okay? That's how you're going to see what this point of view is and fully understand it. So you're gonna envision, you're in the sky, you're looking downwards, you're experiencing everything, and you're just watching. Now, let's say you can fly over to another country and you are my dog going? Oh gosh, I think my dog's going. Oh goodness. Okay, that really broke my concentration. Yes, so that's how you're gonna know is the analytics, and you're gonna be writing it down. There was something else that I was going to say that really helps. Just being, oh, this was it, I remember. So when you want to know what the collective whole is thinking together, because we are all connected, what you do is you watch the people that have the highest influence. This is the key. Who has the highest influence in the world right now? So, I mean, you guys already know. I don't even need to say who it is. The most famous people have a certain following of certain individuals. So what you can do is look based on observing in person, observing through social media, and observing in your mind, the key, from a sky point of view, and watch the followers do what they're doing. That's the key. And that's how you know what the collective whole is thinking, guys. That is how you do it. It's by the highest influencers. They're influencing the rest of the group. Every single person is loyal to somewhere, someone at all times. So you look for where is the loyalty, and that's how you know what omniscient view is and what they're thinking, guys. That's how you know. I have trust that this video goes to the right people, and I really hope that this really sees a different point of view. And let me know in the comments, did this help? So I'm gonna go and put you guys out of the trance so you have your eyes closed still, and I'm gonna have you guys open them, okay? And I'm gonna remind you what you guys need to do. So you ready? All right, you are out, and actually, I should have done this. Click, click, click. It has to be in a rhythmic way. Now, try this, what I'm saying. Go to the door and say, show me behind the lines. What is the pattern? Show me the patterns. Show me the illusions. And when you go to your bed at night, you will be seeing moment by moment in your head. And you will go and see, what do I mean? Let me know in the comments. Did this help you out?